Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scope. And now, here are your hosts, Jared, Adam, and Shane.
Hey guys, how you doing? Scope is back. It's episode 219. Coming off a crazy 218. A lot of energy, high energy.
Whoa! We made up.
David Lee Roth is involved. It's crazy.
Yes, I am!
We've got a new bit today. We'll be premiering shortly.
It's so reductive to call it a bit. I don't know why you do that.
Well, what should it be called?
Experience.
Experience. The Scope Experience.
So reductive.
A new Scope Experience starts shortly. Guys, I want to talk about something that's sort of gross. I'm gonna preface this.
Okay.
And I sort of want to get your take on this because it's I've read an article recently.
Already disgusted.
And it was about a particular fad, a trend that's been happening
Jankum?
with YouTube videos.
Oh, not Jankum. Okay.
Are those unboxing videos? Is that unboxing videos?
It's an unboxing of a sort.
Haul videos?
Haul videos? Yeah.
And some television shows as well have started to get into this.
Reaction videos?
They are videos that show the squeezing of pimples and cysts and blackheads.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry for starting the trend, but I'm glad that I was able to do something good for the world.
So I read an article about this. I think it was actually like in the New York Times or something, or Wall Street Journal. They have
New York Times, the paper of record?
the paper of record. That liberal trash. No, it's
a rag, they call it.
a rag, if you will. So, no, I read about this and just how some of these videos are getting millions and millions of views.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what they call them.
they sort of, the article sort of tries to understand why people are interested in this stuff because it's gross. But they also talk about how it's almost like a movie in itself. Like in a matter of 30 seconds, you have this tension. And then you're waiting, and then you get a release, which happens to be the excising of a cyst or...
Can I explain it to you?
I don't recommend going to youtube.com and searching pimple-popping 2015 because the thumbnails alone... Ooh.
Jared goes right to it.
Ooh.
So, Adam, tell me. Because last night...
Wait, I have a new video.
Oh.
It is Jared. It's just a video of Jared watching videos.
I'm not looking at... I'm not even watching the video. I'm just looking at the thumbnails.
Just light up one video while we're talking.
No, I don't want to play this.
Do it.
No.
Do it, you wimp.
All right, it's either this or Two Girls, One Cup. You have to watch one of them.
This
right
is
now.
way better.
Well,
I've never seen Two Girls,
We're
One Cup.
gonna go with Dr. Sandra Lee, aka
I
Dr.
watched a
Pimple
lot
Popper.
of Sandra Lee videos last night.
Nick. It's just a tiny.
I didn't listen to the. I didn't want to hear sound.
To be able to take it out. Does it feel like it's cleaner afterwards when you do this? Oh, it does. It just feels like you're lighter almost.
Well, you are lighter.
For you too.
Okay. Well,
Jared is
just mute that. Oh God.
Out of nowhere.
And we're done.
Adam, tell us about this.
This is as close as we can get to legal snuff films. Honestly,
wow.
They're murdering the pimples.
Wow.
And we get to watch that, and we get to we've put pimples in the same place that Nazis put Jews, and so they're subhuman. And so
There's
now,
one called Women's 20-Year-Old Cyst Finally Gets Popped, Biggest Pimple 2015. And there's the thumbnail. She's got a big old thing like a golf ball on her head.
I watched that. So it's fascinating. I mean, it's like a purity thing, right? I mean, you are getting rid of an impurity in your body, and nobody gets hurt. It's these cysts or these pimples aren't killing you. You just want them out of there. But yeah, they had one cyst like on the Doctors. That's one of those medical shows that they have, like Dr. Oz. And they just sit this woman down, and they got a camera right there, and it's probably a cyst that's the size of an egg. And it's the idea of getting it out, and getting it intact so it's not exploding. And they get it done, and they do a couple sutures, and it's away you go. Life is good. But I'm telling you, some of these blackhead things, it's like, do these people not wash their faces? Do they not know that these things are there?
Yeah, how did it get to this point?
Yeah, like I would never allow for that, Adam.
It's the same way that people become so obese, right? They just it's a mental block. you don't see it anymore. You don't want it to be there. You just don't see it.
It is amazing. So,
and I'm sure there are legitimate medical conditions that either cause this or prevent you from dealing with it.
I just mean like it's a 20-year-old cyst.
Yeah.
Like,
is it really a 20-year-old cyst?
Right.
So I was watching some of these last night, Jared, in preparation for the show. And I have to say that
you're a trooper.
Very disgusting.
Wait. Where is it?
Wow. What a champion.
All right.
Very disgusting. But I sort of get like the rise, and relief of what you're watching, and it's like when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? And then it does, and then it's over. You know, it's like watching a horror movie for some reason.
Sure.
Like I totally can see why these things are getting and millions of views, and it's something that everybody can relate to because everybody gets acne. So
I'm confused. What? You weren't masturbating to these?
Definitely. This is not a masturbatory type of thing.
I mean, it could be. Most people are watching them for that. You know that, right?
If you wanted to time your release.
I did not know that.
That
was never mentioned in the article.
If you go back, it's mentioned in other words. That is like
subtext.
There's like
subtext.
Reddit
so
threads.
maybe there's a sexual component to this. So you've done research on this as well.
Well, I mean, if you're going to call masturbating research, sure, I've done lots of research on it.
Yes, I suppose that there is an interesting parallel to that, but the grossness of this is not a sexual turn on to me at all.
Well, you don't demean people that are into other things than you're into.
I will, and they're probably pushing carts in front of my car.
Still milking that, huh?
I'm going to milk it forever, Jared.
Oh, let's not talk about milking it, masturbating, and popping pimples.
Coming up on the scope. So there you go. These videos are crazy.
Let us know if you're a fan of those out there in the
Send us
scope.
I'm
yours.
not a fan.
Send
I'm not going back to watch these things again.
Not
but,
you. I'm asking our audience if
yeah.
they're fans. Are you popping fans?
And if you've got a cyst or you've got a blackhead that's been there any more than like a week, get rid of it.
It's probably time to get the camera out.
Also,
get rid of it.
Aren't you not supposed to pop your own zits? Or is that just a thing that they told you in health class in middle school?
I think it's a myth.
I think it's a myth. I think that on one of the videos they said something like once you get rid of a blackhead or something like that your body starts to heal within a couple of hours. It just it's a pore. It's a clogged pore is what it is.
Right, I understand that, but I thought there was you could do permanent skin damage.
You could get scarring, but my guess is that you probably have to be predisposed to that.
Okay.
That would be my
So
guess.
if you're predisposed to it, maybe
Don't
seek
do it.
out professional.
Yeah. If you look like like an 80s drug cartel actor or something like that, maybe you shouldn't be squeezing out your blackhead.
Yeah!
Thank you. Coming up on the scope, episode 219.
We're starting over. It's the reboot.
We've got a new bit. It's called Good, Better, Best, GBB. And we will explain that and more right after this break.
This is The Fump.
Singing Jimmy Buffett at the top of my lungs. Don't care who's annoyed as long as I'm having fun. 'Cause I'm a douche in flip-flops.
Chocolate pepper, cherry vanilla, chocolate pepper, diet vanilla, fusion pepper too. Hacking pepper, fracking pepper, the kind of pepper and pepper spray pepper. Wouldn't you like a can of chemical stew?
You can't get a human on the phone. No, you can't get a human on the phone. Just some robot voice, cold as stone. Get you playing games with your touch tone. Can't get a human on the phone. No, no.
That's the Funny Music Project at thefump.com. THEFUMP.com.
Chocolate chip ice cream. Oh, gotcha. He says, I'm sorry, we don't have any mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I ate that T-Rex!
Everybody, we're back. We are back and on the attack. Episode 219. We're done talking gross things. We're talking fun things. It's a new scope experience, as Adam demands I call it. I'm still sticking with bits, at least in my brain.
That's fair.
I don't know where this great stuff comes from when I think about it, but sometimes it just pops right in there, and I demand that we do it on the show, and we are. This bit is called Good, Better, Best. I've got a list of a bunch of different topics, and I'm challenging Adam and Jared, as well as myself, to come up with a list, for a 3-item list, answering the topic question, if you will. The first thing's got to be good. Second thing's got to be better, but the third thing has got to be the best.
Pinnacle.
the pinnacle.
I'm excited for the
Zenith.
follow-up to this.
What's the follow-up?
Bad, worse, worst.
I never thought of it, but we've got like these mirror bits already. Adam, you're a genius. Thank you for being on the show.
I mean, you didn't think that was an option?
It just didn't pop into my head. I'm only thinking positive.
How about meh? Okay, it's all right.
I need to write that down because that is going to stick. Meh? Okay. It's all right.
I mean, they're all three of them are this ASCII guy, right?
Yeah.
Bad, or worst.
But there's you can draw distinctions between the three. I
You
think.
certainly can.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing that. We're doing good, better, best today.
All right.
Let's start with topic number 1.
Okay.
Nope. Wrong tab. I was going to go here. There we go.
That's a huge sonic difference there. I'm starting us out with non-current video game systems. So you cannot have a PlayStation 4. You cannot have an Xbox One. Adam.
You can't have a Wii U because that was never current.
And Wii
Has
U,
to be
who gives a shit?
available, not available at retail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe some might call it a vintage system. Maybe a classic system.
Well, what about those kiosks at the mall that sell the 50,000 video games on a controller sort of,
They're shady.
shady systems? yeah.
Shady. We don't like that. So I can start this off. I've got a list.
Industry's shady.
It is. I'll try to keep this brief.
'Kay.
My good selection would be PlayStation.
Okay. PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1.
The original PlayStation.
So many good times on PlayStation 1. I think back to Twisted Metal. Many, many hours of Twisted Metal. I think back to the times of Resident Evil premiering. Next generation sporting games.
Sporting
Game Day
games.
Football. NHL. Battle Arena and Toshinden.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
Tekken,
Where's
Final
fi- there we
Fantasy.
go.
You've got a lot of good stuff on that system. First real disc-based system besides Saturn, which we don't even want to talk about because
Sega CD.
That's not going to make the list at all.
yeah, 3D. This system was pretty awesome, so I'm going with that. My next system, I'm picking another disc-based system. I'm going Dreamcast. I'm not going back too far. Jared and I, many, many good times on Dreamcast.
Sure.
NFL football.
Mhm.
What else do we
Choo
do?
Choo Rocket.
Choo Choo Rocket. Anger. Almost ruined our friendship. Power Stone, Jared. Remember
Oh,
that game?
I
Best fighting
forgot
game of all
about
time.
Power Stone.
Did you
Multiple
say
levels.
Yeah,
2K?
that was good.
The 2K games.
Yeah.
Always throw to Randy Moss.
Unbelievably. Always throw to Randy Moss.
Prevent defense.
Online play.
Sort of.
No, we had online play.
Yeah.
At first, the first video game system that had the ability to hook up to a Ethernet.
Yep. Not necessarily true, but predominantly.
Well, I mean, name one.
The Genesis had a weird Sega TV.
Yeah, you could play online, but
yeah.
you could actually hook up to like your cable modem. You didn't have to be through dial-up. So that I stand by.
The Genesis had a thing.
My final system, I know they had a thing, but it was not there was no cable internet at that time when the Genesis was out compared to Dreamcast. And I'm right. Next, I'm going with the N64, guys.
As your best?
As my best. I like it because you've got built-in 4-player. You've got Mario Kart. You've got GoldenEye. You've got Super Mario World.
You've got the WCW versus NWO wrestling games. The best wrestling games of all time.
I'm not going to say that controller was a great controller.
You've
because
got Clay Fighter.
who doesn't have Clay Fighter? So that's what I'm sticking with. I know that I didn't talk Super Nintendo. I didn't talk Nintendo.
Hey.
But maybe Adam might have some picks on that.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, Adam.
All right, the right list. Yours are all wrong.
Okay, thank you.
The right list. Good. NES.
Good? Is that your...
Good. It's his East Coast coming through.
The Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay.
That is my
The
good.
first one.
That was my first owned system.
What about that surfboarding and skateboarding game we were talking about?
TNC Surf Design.
That's
Yes,
got to
of
be
course.
right up there.
That was not that good of a game. But you had The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I beat that like maybe the third or fourth time I beat it. I beat it in 8 hours.
You got Legend of Zelda on N64 too. Ocarina.
No, I don't like anything past the Super Nintendo one. I don't like any.
Forget it.
No.
Stick a fork in it.
So yeah, Nintendo. Nintendo Thumb came from that. Hello, Nintendo Thumb.
Yeah. That's a great thing to look back on with pride.
Get a malady named after you.
Yeah.
That's you're instantly on the list.
And it was I fell in love.
Nobody's
with video games
talking
with
about Jaguar Toe.
Links.
Next up, I've got the Xbox 360.
3DO tongue, guys.
I think that's a fair. That was on my short list, probably number 4.
If only because they really made online a mainstream thing finally with that. Yes, the PS2, the original Xbox could do online, but it wasn't a central part of the system.
And now you've got a smooth, consistent, reliable,
as long as it's not
exciting.
as long as it's not a Nintendo console.
Right.
Still don't know how to do the internet in Japan. Finally,
It's all on their phone.
the best console.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the best controller. And it is the controller that all controllers today are still based around.
Yeah.
The Super Nintendo. That system, I can still play a Super Nintendo game today. I mean, emulated. And I'll have fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. A terrible game. I'll still play that game. SimCity for that.
Super Star Wars.
Super
Super
the whole
Empire
trilogy.
Strikes Back. Super Return of the Jedi.
Everything had super.
Super Indiana Jones.
NHL 95.
Way better on Genesis. Next.
No.
Next.
By the way, we will at some point have a good, better, best on video game controllers. So I look forward to the throwdown.
Well, I already said the best.
And you might be wrong. Jared.
No.
Your systems.
I'm going to have to go probably Magnavox Odyssey.
Whoa, he's digging deep.
In television and no. My list isn't that different from you guys. I would say I would go how good. I would probably go with the Atari 2600 just because of its importance in the industry.
I like how
and
this
I
guy
played
thinks.
a lot of Atari 2600 games at friends' houses. I never owned one myself. It was too rich for our blood.
I hear you.
But I did enjoy it. Number 2, Super Nintendo. Second system I ever owned, and it's great controller, great games. It's a classic. And then number 1 for me is just like you, Shane, N64. A lot of good memories on those. A lot of great games.
Mm-hmm.
Our first real venture into multiplayer.
Watching Blackhead videos.
Yeah. So that's my list.
Good list. Jared, here's our next list. I don't know if Adam wants to participate, but that's the way it goes. Prince song. He's local. We love him. He's the Purple Giant.
Is that what he's known as?
I just made that up right now.
I like it.
I made that up right now.
Because Green Giant is based here, in case you guys don't know.
Do you want me to start my list?
Go ahead. I have to think about this for a minute.
So I've got him actually from 3 albums, consecutive albums, because I think Prince was most prolific in the late 70s to late 80s.
Oh, wow, you're really going out on a limb there.
I know. I'm really taking the controversial position. So the first song I'm going to pick is Raspberry Beret for a good Prince song.
Okay.
It followed up the Purple Rain soundtrack. It was way different than anything that he had done up to that point. People really weren't knowing what to expect on that album Around the World in a Day. And I like it. I think it's a story song that Prince often does well. You've still got the influences of Wendy and Lisa, and it's a solid Prince song. The second song I'm going to pick, as I'm rubbing my nose,
get right in there,
is a song off of, and I'm totally blanking on the album, and it's on the album that contains the songs Pop Life. I am picking the song I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man. For years, that was always my personal favorite Prince song. I love the poppiness to it. I love the story that it told. I love how it dealt with love and sadness, but with a bouncy beat to it. I just have always loved that Prince song. And then the best song I'm picking from Prince, I think it is a no-brainer. It's a song that to this day can still bring a little tear to my eye, especially the guitar solo. I'm talking about Purple Rain. To me, that is the quintessential Prince song.
It's a solid number 1.
You can argue other things. He's got 1999. He's got Little Red Corvette. He's got Let's Go Crazy. But boy, Purple Rain is the song. You think about how he played it at the Super Bowl, Jared. How he played it in the rain. You think about how the song was recorded. He recorded it at a benefit at First Avenue. The song is a live song, Jared.
It's amazing.
It is an amazing song.
And it was like a brand new song to him too, and he just destroyed.
It is one of my favorite songs of all time. I have to go with Purple Rain.
Okay.
I know it's easy, it's simple, but nothing speaks to me like that song. Jared, your picks.
Our lists are probably not going to be that different. I have a clear best song, and it is different. And everything below that could be, I mean, you could rearrange these at any
Could
time.
be anything, sure.
But for a good song, I would go with you. I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man. That's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that one quite a bit. A better song, for me, it's Purple Rain in the number 2 slot.
Ooh.
The better slot. Because
You're just rearranging. And the best song?
because
Raspberry Beret.
for me, this is always has been my favorite Prince song and will continue to be my favorite Prince song. Off the same album, it is When Doves Cry. I love that is my best Prince song. It always will be, and I'll never change from that. So
It's a unique song, Jared.
it is. There's no bass line.
No bass line. It's
It's just got that rhythm is just insane, and just everything about
the
that song
keyboards
is
on there.
it's great.
Insanity.
Yeah, I love it.
Adam, you want in on this, or are you good with it?
Yeah, I have mine. I'm going to take a different path.
Okay.
My good, better, best.
He's picking Michael Jackson songs as best Prince.
So these are going to be songs that Prince wrote or performed by others.
Mine are Roberta Johnson. Weird.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, my
A deep cut.
my
that
my
for
pick
Diamonds and Pearls?
for Prince songs. One song, good, better, best, Bat Dance.
Oh God.
Sounds like you've been listening to too much Howard Stern because he loves Bat Dance.
I like Bat Dance too. I'm being sincere about that.
Okay. Bat Dance. Well, Adam, let's go on to the next topic for you.
All right.
I'm not answering this. You are. You jokingly put this in an email to me, so I'm going to force you to run with it.
Okay.
We're talking your good, better, best for Drake songs. Go.
All right. I am alone. Am qualified to answer these because Drake and me are both the worst Jews ever, so I can do this pretty easily.
Okay.
And my enjoyment of Drake is sincere. A lot of people
There it
probably
is.
like,
Worst
oh,
Jew
Drake's,
ever.
Drake's he's kind of like a goof when it comes to
Yep.
rap. No, I think he's exceptional. So my first pick for good is Started From the Bottom. This is a Drake song off of, I'm going to forget the album that it's on.
Okay.
Nothing Was the Same. And it speaks to Drake's struggle to start in the rap game. And it's great because he comes from an upper middle class family in Toronto. So starting from the bottom is completely false in terms of what's really happening.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Is that acknowledged in the song, or is that
No, not at all.
No?
Drake
All right.
had a hard life, according to Drake.
hard Scrabble
Yeah, exactly.
life?
Next up for better is 0 to 100, which is described as a stripped back, lyrically and sonically and thematically similar to Started From the Bottom. And it again deals with Drake's kind of coming up in the rap game. It doesn't really, I don't think, sound anything like it, but man, it's got some good hooks on it.
Okay.
And it is a weird song. The first half and second halves of the song are very different from one another. Second half, he actually references the first half of the song. And there's a James Blake sample that's used in it to kind of slow things down. It's cool. And then my last pick is Over, a song from Thank Me Later. And no joke, for about 3 weeks over the summer, these aren't like new songs, but over the summer, I use this song to get ready for work every single day.
Okay.
For about a 3 week
This sounds
period.
like you're pumping up songs.
This is a good chunk of this song is a good wake you up, get ready to go. And
there's a song by Wham that
Yeah,
you
I know.
actually just
I-
listened to.
I
and
had
that'll
no
take care
idea.
of it.
but I don't want to go. I just want to go once. According to Drake, this song touches on his reaction to fame and stardom. So it's very
wasn't that
difficult for him. So those are my good, better, best.
I like that he put
Drake
thought
song.
into it, Jared.
Yeah, more thought than I would be capable of because I only really know 2 songs.
If you ever get a chance and you want to listen to an intro to Drake playlist on Spotify or Apple Music, he's better than a lot of people would give him credit for. Or
Gotcha.
think.
Am I alone thinking that Hotline Bling is kind of a boring song?
It's a pretty boring song.
Okay.
I like parts of it.
It's more about the video and,
It's
and
definitely-
it's the culture that has
Yeah.
sprung up around it.
Who shot who and what now?
Hotline Bling.
Next. Adam, you mentioned Bat Dance by Prince off of the 1989 movie entitled Batman.
Yeah.
Starring Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
And directed by Sir Tim Burton.
Mm.
So this ties in. It's timely.
Mhm.
Batmobile designs. Good, better, best. Batmobile designs. Batmobile.
Batmobile.
Jared, do you have a list or do you want me to do it?
Well, having just gotten the list of topics today, I don't really have a list, so go ahead.
Okay,
so you didn't go to Batmobilehistory.com to learn about the
Is that a
different styles?
thing?
That is a thing.
I'm going to start with my good, Jared.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the Super Friends Batmobile. I love that car when I was a kid.
Isn't that the same as the TV show one, though, sort of? Like pattern?
Yes.
No.
Like from
Yes.
the Adam West?
It's slightly more modern. I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
It's different color scheme.
Wow.
It's Hanna-Barbera, it's Batman, and it's got Casey Kasem as Robin. So you got to like that. My better is the Arkham Knight Batmobile.
Oh, I don't know this one.
I like the design of that in the latest Batman video game.
That is no joke, one of mine.
He's got a little backseat capture area where he can throw good and bad people in.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little crane thing that you can shoot to wheel up the sides of buildings, Jared, and it has a tank mode.
Yeah, why not? Which everyone loves that part of the game too.
It's a better design than, let's say, the Dark Knight movie Tumbler.
I don't like that.
And the best Batmobile design, Jared?
Yeah.
I'm going with the Batman animated Batmobile.
Yeah.
That long Art Deco,
Yep.
everything in that show perfectly designed, but the Batmobile is a standout. Slim, trim, great lines, and low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, do you have Batmobiles?
Such a car guy.
Adam, you're next.
Okay, so mine. Sorry, I'm rushing here to try to find the ones that I want. So I'm gonna go with. Well, I'm gonna skip. I only have two.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you doing
Better and best.
good and better?
No, just better. No, it's very important. It's better and best.
Okay, better.
My better one is it matches yours. It's specifically the. I'm trying to remember the name of the show here. It's Batman, the new Batman Adventures.
Okay.
Was the show that I liked.
That's a slightly different Batmobile design, right? It's got
Yes.
more roundedness to it,
does,
correct?
yes.
Can I see a picture of it? Can you show me?
I can. I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
And
your best?
My best is the one from Batman and Batman Returns. It changed slightly for the last two.
With that big nodule right in the middle of it?
Giant, where that, you
The
mean
big,
the
like,
engine?
jet engine on
The
the front?
engine with that
engine on the
nodule
front,
coming out of
yes.
it? What the hell was that?
I have no idea, but I always thought that was a cool look for.
It could make
for
a
that.
shell around it as
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
And the original Batman Batmobile toy, it actually came with a plastic shell you could put over it.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Like a car hood.
Yeah, like a car hood, exactly. Like if the snow's coming, you don't want your car to get frosty. Jared, come on, give us something.
Well, I'm tempted to pick the one where it was like a big Batman head on the front.
Oh, the original, the big bat car.
I'm not going to pick that. I'm not going to stray too far from the list. A good one, I would say, is the Tim Burton Batman ones, the Batman and Batman Returns. If you look at the designs for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, those are terrible.
They are pretty
They're
rough.
so bad. But the jet engine one is pretty cool. Better, I would say, is the classic Adam West. The black with the red trims and the atomic batteries to power turbines to speed. It's a classic.
It's a classic.
It's
You're right.
beautiful. And I agree with you. The best one is definitely the animated series.
Thank you. Next topic. TiVo sound effects. This is an interactive bit, guys. So we got to. I will take this on. Of course, I'm going to go with thumbs down first, Jared.
You like it, just not that much.
Is that this one?
It's
No, that's like that you are pressing back on a screen on a modal. Yeah.
I don't know if I have a thumbs
I think
down.
that might be thumbs down as well.
Yeah.
You think so?
You know why I like it? Because they're not scared to have a negative sound effect. It's part of the system. You need.
Oh, that's that. I think that's the.
Yeah.
You're trying to go back.
That's sort of
on a
like
modal.
the drum.
Something's gone wrong.
Second one I like is fast forward.
Ooh.
Look at that. It's fun. There we
I
go.
did download these and put these on a tab in my
Very
SoundCloud
smart.
app.
I mean, that's sort of uplifting.
Yeah, sure.
And the button sound effect that I like best, I think, is the TiVo button itself.
Is that? Nope. There
right
we go.
there. I mean,
Bling.
you know why?
You know
because
what,
it
that
is
one-
hopeful. It is full of possibilities. You can do
It's-
everything from
it's
that
the
button.
Your
Trevor
menu's
Noah.
scrolling in.
It's the Trevor Noah.
It's the
of,
Trevor Noah
yeah.
button.
You know what? They did change that one over time. That's not the same sound that I remember from my TiVo Series 2. I remember all these though.
Navigating around.
We're having fun with it. I think we've exhausted that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got
My
two.
favorite one is this.
I like that. we've got two more. I mean, I've got a big topic, but we're just going to do two more because this is a bit that can go on and on and on. Arby's menu items.
Whoa.
Arby's menu items. Jared, I'm going to let you start. You are a roast beef fanatic. People know that Jared loves to dip his roast beef in au jus.
Arby's menu items.
Yes. I might get Arby's after this.
I'm going to go good is the potato cake.
Okay, that's what I have.
You don't get a potato cake anywhere. You only get it at Arby's.
Yeah, why would you want to, though?
Because they're fantastic.
They're fantastic. And they're not as bad for you as other deep-fried potato items.
They're a better choice than the curly fries. And they don't do regular cut fries anymore, do they?
Yeah,
they used to for a while.
And they were gross.
A better item is probably their chocolate shake.
Not a Jamocha shake?
No. I don't even know if they have a regular chocolate shake anymore, but if they...
I'm sure they do.
Okay.
Nobody likes a Jamocha only.
I really like their chocolate shakes. I think they're good.
And what's the best?
The best is the classic regular roast beef sandwich.
You don't like the French dip?
I do.
But that doesn't make your list.
I'm erring on the side of picking a classic this time. The classic roast beef. I can't tell you how many of those I had as a kid growing up. Arby's was one of those, was the kind of the fast food restaurant of choice for us. Rax and Arby's. And
you love them both.
Regular roast beef, man.
Jared, I'm picking potato cake as a good menu item just like you. For a better, I'm picking the classic roast beef. Drenched with Arby's barbecue sauce. It's not really barbecue sauce. Arby's sauce. They call it a barbecue sauce, but it's a little more vinegary.
It's a little tangy, yeah.
And
because you can get a regular barbecue sauce with their chicken, but
the best sandwich I'm picking is a sandwich that they don't even make unless you ask for it.
What's that?
I love a good Arby's Market Fresh with the fresh cut bread, but they only make them with turkey. I get them with roast beef, Adam, and they make it for me, and I eat it, and I say, this is delicious. Take off those gross red onions. Adam, your pick.
All right. I have to say, opposite of you guys, I grew up basically not in an Arby's ghetto. There was one Arby's in anywhere near me.
Did you look down your nose at it, or was it sort of like a special treat when you got to it?
No, I did not really like it.
Okay.
I still don't really like
By
Arby's.
the way, if you liked Fargo, the movie, you would understand that there is a deep connection between Arby's and the Midwest.
So what?
Arby's.
That's the way it is, Adam.
Okay, great.
Next.
I didn't really have Arby's that much.
Okay. But you do get Arby's from time to time because I see you come in here with an Arby's cup.
I've come in here probably twice with an Arby's cup.
And
they stick out your mind that much.
That reaffirms exactly what I said. You have come in here with Arby's stuff.
So I'll pick the curly fries because you can't get curly fries at most fast food establishments.
A hot, fresh curly fry is good, I think.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes they're like the curly, it like kind of seals together.
Yeah.
So it's like just a tube of fry.
Don't you ever feel disappointed when you get a thing of curly fries and in that curly fry container, it's only like 2 giant curly fries?
That's never happened to me before.
So you feel like, man, I'm not really getting a lot for my money because it's like one super spiral. It's like almost an entire potato.
Anyway,
spiraled there.
Next up, similar to you, I order off menu.
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Elite.
A Market Fresh BLT, which they used to have on their menu. They don't anymore.
But you can still get it.
You can still get it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Arby's makes it your way.
Secret menu. No, they're all about the meats now.
Yeah.
We have the meats. I don't get
finally,
that hand, but
the thing I usually will order there in the, dozen times I've been to Arby's in my life. Roast turkey, ranch, and bacon sandwich.
God, you're just like...
He's
not a guy who grew up with Arby's.
I've had their roast beef before. That shit's gross.
Not if you grew up with it.
It's not real roast beef. I'll be clear on that, but it's still...
It's reconstituted beef product.
It's still wild.
Sliced
not
thin.
A fan. Not a fan, guys.
If you grew up with it, you'd love it.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I grew up with a lot of things. I don't love them.
Herpes.
Yeah.
Doesn't love it.
A racist football team.
Right.
Grew up with it.
Yeah.
Now he's paying $30 for standing room only seats.
No, I'm paying more for non-standing room only seats, probably.
Insanity. Guys, last one. We're going classic TV shows. I'm asking you to pick the main characters from the TV show Friends.
Oh, my goodness.
Order them. If you don't have it, I can. Adam, if you want to start, you can.
If you don't have the names of characters?
No, I have my list.
Oh,
but if
your
you'd like
order.
to go first, you certainly can.
Whatever. I'll go first.
Okay.
Good. Joey.
Okay.
Not good enough to warrant a spin-off TV show, but that's fine.
Okay.
But he got one. 2 seasons of it.
Right. He shouldn't have, is what I'm saying.
No.
Second, Marcel.
Wow.
Obviously, we don't need to ask any questions about that. Makes total sense. Finally, Chandler. Undisputed best character on Friends. You can't argue with that.
Okay, it's a good list, but it's wrong.
No.
I will go next.
Okay.
The good character is Ross.
No.
Ross has
No.
had
He is the whiniest character.
uneven, but when they tap into Ross's weirdness, it's gold.
Great.
Next.
So we get one
I let
episode
you
a
talk.
season
I let
when
you talk.
no,
I let
I'm
you
gonna
talk.
keep talking.
I let you talk.
We
I
get
let
one
you talk.
episode a
I let you
season
talk.
when him and his sister dance. That's what we get for weird
Next.
Ross.
Bitches.
Ms. Chandler Bong.
Bitches.
I love Chandler, but it really creeped me out how his weight fluctuated based on what drugs he was taking per season. Sometimes he was wearing baggy clothes. Sometimes he could barely fit into them. Chandler also has weird moments where he borders on absurd, and those were always my favorite episodes of Friends. And the best character, hands down, probably took about 2 seasons to get there, is Monica.
No.
Obviously, it's Monica.
No.
Monica, they turned her into a manic, crazy person, and once they figured that sort of weirdness out, she could always be impressive. Joey doesn't deserve to make the list because of what the writers did to him in the last 2 seasons, which was hook him up with Rachel, which was a gigantic mistake.
I didn't watch the last 2 seasons
and
of
it
that
ruined
show.
it. for
I
him.
didn't. I
There
gave
you
up.
go. Jared.
Quick list. I'll go with Joey. I like Joey.
Okay.
His antics. I love his love of sandwiches.
Lothario,
That's
action.
good. Better character though is Phoebe.
Wow, we're covering everybody.
Has a lot of quirks and stuff, and plus she brought Paul Rudd to the show, so that's always a plus.
Okay.
Best character is Naked Guy.
Wow, we covered everybody. I like that we really went out on a limb on this one.
That's it.
That's it.
No one mentioned the woman that you can attribute most of the hairstyles in the 90s to, though. Rachel.
Rachel did not make the list for anyone.
She's not a good character. I mean, it's the writer's fault, but they did not write. They wrote her as, the person that was always being sought.
Yeah, she was the love interest.
Yeah.
And she was fine on the show. I think all the main characters, honestly, they did well with what they had.
Of course.
I mean, that's why it's one of the most popular shows ever in the history of shows, and it soldiers on. It's still good to this day, except the last 2 seasons.
Right. I didn't watch those. They don't exist to me.
So there, and you're smart, and you're smart that you did not. So there you go, guys. Good, better, best.
Yep.
Let us know if you liked it. I know you're not going to, but this is
we liked it.
This is a bit that we can do over and over again.
Oh, hey,
it's easy.
you know
You just
what?
come up with a list of things.
You can comment and tell us your good, better, best scope hosts.
Yes,
That's true. There are 3 of us.
I would like to hear that. Thank you, because I think I would probably be in the bottom of the list.
Well,
You
even
mean
the
top?
bottom is good.
Oh yeah, you could do.
I mean, let's be fair.
Bad, worst, worst.
Oh.
scope hosts.
What
if you want
about
to.
meh? Okay, and it's all right.
I like it.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick break. We'll be back with Adams giving us what's coming up in pop culture right after this.
Look out for the laser! It's the scope.
Under the scope.
Okay, Adam, hit us.
All right, we've got. We've got music.
Not a lot, it looks like.
No, it's weird.
Uh-oh. There we go.
All right, music. We've got 2. Chris Brown, new album from him.
Give
Exciting.
us a thumbs down sound effect,
There we
Jared,
go.
for bad stuff. Chris Brown, next.
And then the Coors.
3 thumbs down, Jared.
Coors heavy. Coors light. Next up, we've got movies.
Yes.
We've got Creed.
Ooh.
The Michael B. Johnson as Apollo Creed's son.
Because everything is about nostalgia with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's never a fresh idea.
He's a good actor though, so it could be a good
Yeah.
movie.
I think there's possibility with that movie.
I'm going to
actually.
give that a POC.
Reunited with the writer of Fruitvale Station, and I think the director directed a few episodes of The Wire too.
So you've got a lot of things happening.
Could work out well.
And then Victor Frankenstein. This is a modern retelling of Frankenstein and from Igor's perspective.
Oh, interesting.
All right. Home video. We have Shaun and the Sheep movie. Now, do you know what's the British guy that makes all the weird chicken and sheep animated movies that kind of look like claymation, but they're not?
Horace
that thing.
Smithelmeizer.
Sure. You know what I'm talking about, though?
Smithelmeizer.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the dog. It's always with the dog, and that
Yeah.
they have like the really wide.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit. Okay.
Yeah.
This has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't like half those movies.
I
They're
don't
boring
like.
to me.
I don't like any of them. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's coming out. Ricky and the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Heartbreakers, the 2001 movie starring Jennifer Love Hewitt
Mm-hmm.
and
Finally making it to home release?
I don't know. It's weird. Whatever.
He's digging deep.
No, this is just what was listed there. American Ultra is coming out. That did not do so well in the box office.
We could have seen that film.
We could have. Didn't.
And
it's
a few
because
other
of
things.
us.
Finally, video games. Only one game coming out. This is
They're too busy playing Battlefront from last week.
Right.
Yep, we're still
Thanksgiving week. So if you're coming out this week, you're basically too late. So
Yeah.
that's why only this one Vita game.
You need to be at least a week before Thanksgiving.
Right.
Get it in stores, and then Black Friday deals right there.
Next week we have Just Cause 3. So we're not going to be on next week. So I'll just
That's fair. Go for it.
Just Cause 3 and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Taking a break for Thanksgiving.
Just Cause 3, is that a game that we'd be interested in?
That is, so if you ever played Just Cause 2.
Is that the one where there's a lot of blowing up?
There's a lot of
Well,
blowing
that game
up.
could be cool, right?
That game 2 was amazing. And you had this ability to like hook hook things to things.
Is that really coming out before Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I thought it was next
It's
year.
coming out
but
after Thanksgiving. It's the week after Thanksgiving.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Well, Far Cry 3 came out the week after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and it did fine. So
It did.
It's a lull. So if you
Get in there. Fill
Yeah.
up that space. Jared, is that it?
I don't know. Is it?
No.
Hit it or miss it, hit of the week. Hit it or miss it, miss of the week. Look out!
It's my turn, guys. You had your chance the last 2 weeks.
We did.
I'm picking a film,
Pick it.
and I am picking
Pick
the
it.
Pixar film,
Ooh.
The Good Dinosaur.
Okay.
I tend to give blind support to Pixar, Jared.
I know.
As long as it's not a Cars movie, I've pretty much enjoyed it.
I'm just getting no vibe off of this one, but
Well, maybe that's the case, but it seems like a decent family film.
what's the buzz?
There's no buzz right now. It's the advertising campaign is starting to pick up. The scenes that I've seen have been cute, and it could be interesting, or it could be a flop, Jared. I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's no Ash
But
versus
you're
the
picking
Evil
it
Dead,
as a hit.
but I am picking it as a hit because I will see it. All right, guys, wrap it up.
Under the scope.
I mean, Jared didn't pick something he hadn't played
Why is
as his hit
we
last
go.
week.
Ha-ha!
He played that beta. He played that beta and he knew.
I did. I knew.
Jared,
Yeah.
talk us out.
This is the part of the show where we listen to or read your comments, and you've let us down
Again.
once again. That's okay. You can make up for it. Write in at comments@thescopeshow.com. Call the voicemail line at 612-21-SCOPE or 612-217-2673. I said or, but it's the same number.
He's tricky.
Or you can catch up with us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. All those links are at our website at thescopeshow.com. Or if you're more of a video person, you can watch us. You can watch this part of the show where I'm looking at you and both Adam and Shane are looking down at their devices over at
I'm doing research for the next show.
youtube.com/thescopeshow. But hey, if you want to support the show, you can do so in two ways. One, Patreon. Patreon.com/thescopeshow. It is the service where you can support creators directly. You can pledge as little as $1 an episode, and we don't charge for our reviews, just our full episodes. You can set a monthly cap and you can cancel anytime. Join the almost 8 people who are supporting us. I think it's 8. I don't know. Over on patreon.com/thescopeshow.
Keep it going.
Why are you going?
Up.
Oh.
No,
Right.
more. We want more supporters, Jared.
We did talk about how this is the last time to get stuff out before Thanksgiving. And so if you're going to do any shopping, avoid the lines and the hustle and bustle over at the Black Friday places.
Yeah. Avoid them.
Avoid them. Just do all your shopping at Amazon through our affiliate link at thescopeshow.com/Amazon.
You guys remember the Noid?
I do.
Avoid the Noid, usually.
Want to.
Yeah.
Except in the Noid video game. Then
you are the
you
Noid.
are him, so it's weird. You're
So
not
everyone
avoiding
tries to
him.
avoid you. It's the worst game. Everybody runs away from you. It's like you just stand there.
It's like middle school all over again.
Avoid the Noid by shopping at Amazon. You just click on there and do your shopping, and a little bit goes into our pockets. And that's it. Shane, back to you.
God, I love it.
How did we get through the whole show, the whole cycle of shows without talking about Adam's mustache?
Because sometimes it just is what it is.
Okay.
It is what it is.
I thought I had a good character to play this time, but turns
didn't.
out no.
Your conceptual pieces.
Is this a
Sort of went out the window.
Movember thing?
No, this is a man. He's gonna be gone all day, so she'll be really upset when she sees it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So you're going for that moment, that
I'm
shock
just-
value.
I'm trolling. Yeah.
It's always fun to tweak the marriage whenever possible.
There was a few years back when Angela was performing in a cabaret show on Halloween, and everyone was encouraged to come dressed in costume. So I broke out my best 70s clothes, and I shaved everything down except to a cheesy mustache.
Yep.
And she had left before I did this because she had to be there, to prepare and like that. So I get to the show and she's dancing. I'm sitting at one of the tables in the front row, and she looks at me, and I saw her react to my mustache.
And no one else dressed up. So joke was on you, jerk.
No, there's a lot of costumes there. I just went for the shock value of check this out, and then I shaved one as soon as I got home. But it was fun. It was fun. It's a fun little moment.
It's good times. Well, terrific mustache stories, guys. A terrific show.
They're the best.
Who doesn't love a good mustache ride?
Yeah. So here's the thing. We're taking a break for a week. We'll be having our usual hiatus. But when we get back, guys, the plan is this. 3 weeks consecutive talk analysis of Star Wars.
Okay.
So get ready for it.
Force
Awakens. Force Awakens is coming.
Yeah.
And it is going to be big and a defining moment for the scope.
Even Adam's excited.
Adam's gone. He's going to prep right now. So for Jared, Adam, I am Shane. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a couple weeks. So until then, bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have. Fear not, Scope faithful. Days shall pass as if they were but a moment. And Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, send your comments to comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying, I say goodnight and rush. Tune in next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.